Hello? Are we live? Okay. Hello? I hope we're live. Gotta wait for the chat to start moving to see. Indeed we are. We are starting to move. How are we doing today, everybody? I myself am doing quite well. I just had Chinese for dinner and it was phenomenal. So, I don't have an entire plan for today. I obviously expect a lot of questions. So we'll be doing a lot of QnA and stuff. But we just... Ooh, zombie dino. Yes, the elephant in the room. The last Halloween we had our zombie dinos. We just put the gore on our dinosaurs and had them run around. You might be able to hear my desktop audio right now. The game is playing. I'm gonna mute that for now. But yeah, since it's Halloween, it's Spoopy month. We decided to change the logo for now. Not logo. Gosh, what's that word? Thumbnail. But yeah, you might have heard the music playing for a little bit from the game. And that's because we had an update today. I'm going to turn off the music, so let me know if this... Oops. Okay, you should be able to hear the desktop audio now. Hopefully. Maybe not, I'm not sure. You have to let me know. But we did have an update today. So, let's take a look at that. What will the first ableist sword of the game be? It'll be Scorpio Venator. Not sure when that's going to come quite yet, but that'll be it. And I'm curious if I'm going to load onto the main map, or if I'm going to load onto our test level. Because we were on the test level earlier with QA. And do keep in mind, this is a development build, so it won't be as performant as usual builds. Expect some various graphical glitches there. And I've been told by Islander there's an issue where the screen turns blue. And not like this kind of blue. And I can see that now. Oh, I'm falling. And I died. Yeah. So we were on the test level earlier, so my save game is still there, obviously. Yeah, let's play as a Rano for today. Look at that. I don't think I have any colors? No, I don't have any colors to choose from. But it has a new texture and everything. New updated textures. Okay, we are on the main map. I have a feeling, though, I'm on ultra settings, and that is going to kill me. So we're going to go down to medium, but let's go down to medium for now. Just because I'm streaming, it's not always the best. That's better. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately streaming wrecks the FPS. Is our night vision working? It is. Is it going to be too bright? Yeah, it's going to be too bright. Oh well. That's what daytime's for. Adjust some settings real quick. See, how's this? It's better, but my FPS tanks. It's gonna be illumination, isn't it? Lumen, such a heavy thing. Ugh. if I just do the standard? No? Yeah, I was afraid this might happen. It's just streaming this game with the 3060 laptop that I used to develop it on doesn't always work out as well as I'd like. Maybe lower a few things. Might be able to get it down. Yes, my PC sucks, Islander. We know. So I think I'm just gonna... Can you swap it over to the test level for me then? I thought I might have been able to run it. It definitely... Surprisingly, it's running better than it used to run since we shrunk the map. Like, if I were to have put it on Ultra before, I would not have been able to play. And it actually loaded and played, and it was like 20 or 30 FPS before I hit apply. So there might be some issues going on when we hit apply. Some weird settings happen. So we're going to switch over to the test level then. Test level, maybe we'll see if any QA or Islander or anybody wants to hop on and do a little bit of combat testing with us. Alright. Islander is the director, yes. What is the technological level of humans in this game? I believe the max they get up to is the Copper Age. And I can hear the music, so I'm going to assume it's playing. So we're going to turn that off right now. When will Peru be added? After Tropio, or no, before Tropio actually, it should be. With or before? Because its model is completed and Rar is currently working on textures and stuff. You'll have to catch his streams. People can play. Currently, only developers can play and the QA can play. They just got a build today, actually. Who am I and what do I do? I am Furious Smaug. I am the dinosaur programmer. I handle all of the balancing, mechanics, and integration of anything dinosaur related except for the AI. The AI has recently been passed on to another one of our developers to give me a little bit more time working on playables, and it'll also help to make all these things come out just a little bit faster for everybody. Peru baby model still need to be done. All the morphs need done. Will there be console support? It's something we're looking into. However, console is very difficult, so I do not fully understand where it comes in. If it starts at Sony, if it starts at Microsoft, or if it's, you know, where that goes in. But they have stricter guidelines than like Steam has for putting out games. Like you have to have, you know, a set 30-60 FPS. It has to have no crashes. It has to be really performant and just work well. They have very strict standards is the biggest thing that makes it difficult supporting a console. And you also have to rearrange quite a bit of the code depending on what you're doing. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely something we want to look into doing, but it's going to be up there as one of the more difficult tasks. Just waiting for Islander to let me know if the server restarts. We'll run around on here a little bit, get some more bugs, and I'm going to switch over to the engine and take a look at... Server's up? Okay, good. Okay. This music can go off now, I think. And no, we'll keep it on. Oh, and... I'm falling, because I have this old save file. Do we already have an idea when the game will go into full release? If we do, I'm not aware of it. That would be up to Islander. But I don't believe we do. Okay, now I can bump up these settings again. There we go. Yeah. This is our new test level that we just actually got, and this is what we were running on with QA. I gotta go see, is he there? Is it there? Do you see it? Do you see it looming around the corner? Our horseshoe crab overlord watches us as we do testing. I'm not showing my screen, I just spoiled it. No, pretend you didn't see any of that. Pretend you didn't hear any of that, I should say. We're gonna run back over here. Alright, take two. You didn't hear any of that. Rewind. We're starting again. There he is. The horseshoe crab overlord. Can be more like Path of Titans or the Isle combat. So the way our combat is going to work is there's going to be a bite for every dinosaur. Every single dinosaur will have a bite as its primary function, and then it's as the alt attack, you'll have directional attacks, which we implemented a couple weeks ago. And they'll look like this, kind of, you know, your camera you face that way, you hold alt, hit left click, it goes over it. That one looks a little wonky, but for the most part they're good. And then there will be two more abilities, so there'll be your right click abilities then. Now for Rhino, its right click ability will be a shove, so it'll do right click and it'll shove creatures to the side or knock them down. And its alt right click, I believe, is a broadcast type ability that gives its various buffs. Let's go see how our eating is doing. Recently had some plant spawner changes. Is there drift like in the Isle? I believe there's animations for it, but it hasn't been, or I should say there's a couple animations for it on the Eocar, but they haven't been implemented fully yet. There we go. Might have to update that collision box then. That's what we're looking for right now. How big is the dino I'm playing with? Well, right now I'm just a juvenile. And I think... yes, he's 90 kilograms right now. I think they spawn in at around 45, so he's already doubled in weight in these 5 minutes that we've been playing. The adult gets up to 3,200. Huh. I don't know if you saw that notification or not, but Islander mentioned to QA that I'm live, so we might see some more people join in on us. Do we have any carnivores ready? Yep, Eocar. I'll switch over to that one then. Can we see you in the other Orano skins? They're not quite ready. So we had some issues with the... I will show you then in the dev test level, remind me. In editor, with the color, RGB colors, so we had to have those redone a little bit. So they're not quite ready. But I can show you the other Eocar skin then. What's my favorite dinosaur? I'm a big fan of Minmi. I love smaller dinosaurs. I really do love Rex because of Jurassic Park, obviously. And the giant sauropods is another just amazing thing. I'm really excited for Diplo and stuff. What's a kilogram? It's the correct unit of measurement I've been called as an American. Apparently I'm dirty for using pounds as a unit of measurement. But I think 1 pound is 2.2 kilograms, so it should be... I think that's right. So it should be, yeah, it should be about 190 kilograms, or pounds, as somebody just said. How many bites would it take for an Eocar to kill an Orano? I was just testing this the other day. I was going through some simulations. And we decided, well, I spent like half an hour, 45 minutes on simulating stuff. And then I went to Islander and I'm like, hey, I ran through some simulations. This is what I came up with. It takes about 15 minutes or so for 4. I think it was 4 Eocars to take down an Arano through bleeding it. And then that really shot up when it hit when there were only 2 or 3 to about half an hour or more, which is right where he wanted it. So that's good. We want to have, 2 or 3 Eocars taking down an Arano in about half an hour. We want bleed to be a long time play. Biting them directly, I mean, you can do the math. Eocar does 110 damage with its bite. It does a little bit more, a little bit less, depending on your health is and how much weight the prey does. So it does 110 base, and the Arano adult is 3200. So, 30 bites, a little bit less than that off the top of my head. You're meant to bleed it out though. Can I show the Pru? I can show the model when we get to the editor test level, but it doesn't have any skins or anything. Will there be juvie patterns? Yes, that is something we do need to get added then. Does this game have seamless growth? Yes. Another thing I can show you in the test level then. It's funny, when I'm usually on the test level, you guys ask questions that I should do in like a build or something, or in game. And then when I'm in the build or the game, you guys ask me all these sort of questions I could show you in like editor. So don't go back to that then. EO is primarily a bleeder, yes. If it can't suffocate you, it'll try to bleed you out. It has a special attack that lets it do 3 bites at the same time. Or not at the same time, and then consecutively in a row that deal a heavy bleed. That's what it will use to primarily bleed you out. Death animation does not have a death animation. It is all just physics. When is the demo and what dinos and biomes will be in it? I had tried to show the map, but unfortunately I'm not able to run it while streaming at the same time and having OBS open and all this stuff going on. It just gets a little bit too heavy for my laptop to run, because I can run what I need to run, the test levels and stuff to program on my laptop. I mean, it's a decent laptop, but it's not, Islander's 5090 PC or whatever it is now. But I think the biomes are going to be in the main lap for the demo are going to be like the rainforest, redwoods, plains. There might be some meadows, a desert, I think, is in there. Arano can attack underwater now. It does not have its alt attack animations underwater just yet. They're on the way. They're coming. Oh, that's interesting. Make note of that. If you're swimming, you should still do that one. How do underwater attacks work? I mean, the same way as the other ones work. I mean, if you want the code way, we just play the montage and then it goes through and does everything. I mean, it's the exact same way as the land ones work. It's just underwater. We check if we're swimming, and if you're swimming, oh, I'm gonna drown. Then we play that animation. Will the human building system be like Ark or its own thing? I believe the comparison that Islander gave that would be most similar to was Rust. If you've ever built in Rust. You guys have anything ready to act against cheaters like speed, hit kill, and most important ESP and wall hacks? So a lot of that I can't actually share because obviously more people want to know about that. Or I shouldn't say more people. There are people that will want to know about that to get around it. So I can't share exactly what we've done, but we are doing a lot of stuff to, server authority, making sure that, the client's protected, the server's protected. And we're also aiming to have a substantial amount of admins for our official servers to catch any cheaters and get them banned. Will the biggest sauropod be? Your favorite is Dreadnoughtus? I love Dreadnoughtus, it's awesome. But the largest one here will be Diplodocus. It'll be 15,000 kilograms. It'll be the largest species actually in the game. It's gonna be blood in the water if you get hit or hit underwater. I would like, I don't know how feasible it is, but I would like it so that the area you get hit in kind of turns red. How did you guys decide which dinos are going to be into the game? The roster took about 2 years to get to where it is. Like, we started right at the beginning, and it started with even more species than it has now. It went down to about 30, and now it's back up. We decide primarily based on popularity, so we decided on things like Rex, Trike, Anki, Allo to be in because they're very popular species. And that's a smart thing to have in any game, you know, to have one of those popular animals or weapons, tools, whatever, in something. Like, I don't know, there's probably some weird form of a pickaxe, but you're not going to add that if you're just going to have a pickaxe, but something like that. So we look at popularity for one, both on being popular, like Spino, Rex, Stego, all that stuff, and then really unpopular stuff. I mean, nobody's probably ever heard of Eocarcharia. I mean, there are probably half dozen dinosaurs or more that I've never heard of before this game even, that I was just researching and looking and finding for Islander to suggest to him, and then we put them in. The other thing is, we try to keep everything balanced weight-wise, so we have a set scale, I think it is 15 kilograms, I think, up to 15,000. And we try to keep those all nice and even space between each other. So if we have like a 1,000 kilogram gap between, say, 5 tons and 6 tons, we might want to put something in there that's 5.5 tons, just to make everything flesh out a little bit nicer. The other thing we look at is unique abilities that we can add. So like Genicotus, which is Ceratosaurid. I really wanted something that could have chameleon-like abilities and was an ambusher. And Ceratosaurus would have worked, but we then looked at the... gosh, I lost the word now. Popularity standpoint, and Ceratosaurus is very popular. So we decided to switch over to a different unknown one, Genicotus. And then we gave it those special abilities. Thank you, Islander, for the subs, and hold on, I need to scroll up to see who donated. -1. I've seen you in Discord quite a bit. Thank you very much for the donation. Could you guys do community votes in the future for community voted species? That'll be something for Patreons. I forget the tier. It might be adult tier. Our adult tier Patreons will be able to vote on a species or two. I'm not quite sure how many that they want in the future. Will you guys add Smilodon or any Gorgonopsids? I don't believe any mammalian species are... Oh, Toast is here. Hello, Toast. Toast was on earlier. Now, I don't think we have any mammalians planned. Am I losing oxygen? I am losing oxygen. It's adults here? Yeah, I think it's adults here. I'll bite you. Actually, hold on. Did you change your skin color? That's not. I want to look at his skin. Because we were just talking about that. So what do we have here? We got some reds in here, the white belly, orange on the top. Yeah, we'll have to look at colors more. Fight. I don't know how good the hitboxes are going to be. This is actually the first time I'll actually fight as an Arano against somebody. Let me make sure. I'm sure I'll be fine with it. This is actually going to be really interesting. Rars, because I don't have calls. Oh, I know what he's saying. Okay. Yeah, this thing is slow to attack, but I kind of like it. One of us is bleeding though. I think he's bleeding. Oh yeah, he's bleeding. Where am I at? I can cheat. I shouldn't be a cheat, but I can cheat. Oh, I'm bleeding too though. That's good. Yeah, I mean the way I would go, the way I was simulating stuff is the Eocars would go in, you would need to have a pair or a trio, and you would go in both at the same time and hope that each of you could get a bite in, and only one of you would get hit. And that way you could start bleeding them out, and you want to do it slow as well. Biting once every 45 minutes. Now the Arano, I don't have the ability I would want to use right now. I would want to be doing the shove. Knock him down and then do that stuff. I hope I'm hitting him. I did just adjust the hitboxes. But I might be dying. And I might lose. Who designs the music? Excuse me. A guy called Oscar does. I believe he's still in our Discord and stuff. He does a great job. I think, judging off this battle, there might need to be some hitbox adjustments. Oh, I'm totally gonna lose this fight. Oh, I adjusted the hitboxes in editor yet. I don't think I submitted them. Because they're in front of me quite a bit, so if you get really close, it won't hit. And I think that's going on. So I need to, yeah. I mean, it looks cool, but if they're just not gonna hit. Yeah, I'm gonna die. This is good though. This is what the testing is for. And I also recently added in the editor a debug thing, so I can set up the traces with a console command. It'd be very helpful. GG toast. What's good though, and what I'm happy about, is I have only just now lost all my stamp. Oh! Oh wow! Both of us. Okay, okay. Okay. That's interesting though. GG, that's interesting. Okay. That gives me some valuable feedback though. Because yeah, it should not be even, obviously. Eocar 1v1? Yeah, I think it's a combination of hitboxes, but it could be damage too. If I remember, let me Let me look at my phone real quick. Let me see what Arano's damage is. Because it might just be that it's too low as well on the alt attacks. But I did want Arano to have low damage. Let's see. Oops, scrolled too far. And alt primary damage. No, it does the exact same as in Eokar, so, or a little bit. It does 110. That's interesting. Thank you, Toast. Oh, Toast, you're... I wonder if this constantly falling thing has to do with the fact if he were to go swimming right now, it would look like he's walking. Okay, let me see. Retropia will be an omnivore? No, it'll be a full-on carnivore, but it'll be happier when it eats fish. A piscivore. Who's responsible for making environments? That would be air. He was fine! He went swimming and got out and he was fine, and then he died. That's a shame. Get flashbanged. What was your plan for AI creatures like the Isle? The same as playable, or like Path with small critters or something else? Every dinosaur you see will be playable, AI, and tameable. With the exception of two. Semiotis, which is a very tiny little fish. It's about half a meter in length. It'll be purely like a particle effect, something for fish eaters to eat. And Megalodon. It'll be our world border. I think there was a question earlier on if we would have invisible world borders. The answer is no. Our world borders are going to be Megalodons. If you go too far out to sea, you're going to get eaten by one. Is Carno in the roster? It is not. However, a similar species, Scorpio Venator, is. And how much will this game be, and what are growth times of dinosaurs? This game will be between 20 to 30 USD. Growth time of dinosaurs is dependent on the dinosaur, and it's usually dependent on weight. Things that weigh less are going to take less time to grow. If I remember correctly, 50% of the roster is under 2 hours base time, and that is from hatchling to adult. Time from juvenile to adult is about 15% faster, and if you add in nutrient bonuses, well-being buffs, then that's another, I think, 30%? No, 25%. 25? No, it is 35% faster. I'm invisible? Well, that's a bug. Note that down. Somebody else is in here. Who is it? Crimson? I haven't heard of Crimson yet. Anyways. It's time to fight. Will there be any freshwater fish playables? Yes, Onychodus. Here. Actually, yeah, I can do that. I have to grow down very small to get... I have to drain all my food. I'm gonna drain my food as a small little child. Oh, in case you're wondering what the hatchling size is. Hello, Crimson. Look at you guys making your skins. Do we both go female? This looks so good. Yeah, I gotta get my food drained down a little bit more. any chance of Gigantopithecus? I don't believe any mammalian species are going to be implemented. Someday. If you're not able to see it, Toast said he wants to be able to pick me up right now, and I said someday. Someday you'll be able to pick up your hatchlings. Alright, let's grow up now. So this is... And this is what I was talking about, I think, another time. When you'll be able to see exactly how healthy a dinosaur is. So I have almost no diet, I don't think. Oh, I have 20%, but you can already see, like, my bones are showing. My hips aren't there, I guess. I don't know how to word that. But he's definitely thicker than me, and he's, yeah. There's a clear difference you'll be able to see. And I mean, if you're not able to see it from far away, I mean, you go up, you bite it once, and you see, okay, this guy's kind of thin. You know, you back off, you maybe not, or maybe you keep going if you see that they're thin. Depending on if you're looking for somebody just to kill for fun, if that's really what you want to do, or if you're looking for somebody that's actually healthy and going to provide you the nutrients that you need. What's up with the zombie EO in the thumbnail? It is spooky month. It is October, so we're using spooky thumbnails. I have to say, not to toot my own horn, but I love the way these textures have come out. Not to toot my own horn for the game, I should say, but it looks incredible. Yes, time to go Eocar versus Eocar. For the skins like in the Isle as a baby, you have two colors. By the time you have your pattern, yes, yes, yes. I know what you're saying. The babies will have different. Ooh, you're 3-calling and I can't hear it. Cheek and I were just testing that earlier. I'll have to take a look at that one then. But yeah, the baby will have a different skin then. I'm gonna heal up though, because I don't wanna... You can see how fat I got. Anyways. Oh no, it is working. I might just have to increase the attenuation. Let's see how this goes. Again, I've never actually fought as an Eocar, if I'm being honest. I have to say I'm very happy with stamina, which is being used right now. You don't use up a lot of your stamina, which is very nice. No! It's fine. I was never a big combat person, so... GG though, Toast. You're good, Toast. Yes, when we add abilities, it's going to make things a lot more dynamic. I'm happy though, with how long that fights last. Like, I know I need to stop dying. I'm not a combat person. I'm not out here for the combat. I just want to play as dinosaurs. Ooh, you want to see something funny? So they're eating my body, and I don't think I can. No, I can't. This is a bug, actually. I'm supposed to be able to see my body, but I'm making it a feature, because now you as a player can't just go drop your body off a cliff and harvest organs and stuff to get extra nutrients quickly. So it's a bug-turned feature, and I'm happy with it. Human versus EO? I don't think the human can spawn with anything. Are you okay, my friend? You're just falling. Yes, you can cannibal. There's no like mechanics in here to make it so that you can't eat them. Oh, Pretzel, you can't see the body either. Okay. Well, that is an issue then, so maybe it is more of a bug that I need to fix. Can you get the organs out? You should be able to. I think. We'll have to test that then. The eating animations? I know. I think it was X who made them. They look incredible. Can we see the map? Unfortunately, I do not possess the capabilities to open up the map right now. Streaming, having Discord open, and just running the game in general, on top of all that stuff put together, it's very heavy, so it's difficult for me to run it at an acceptable FPS for you guys to view. What small Spinosaurus will be in the game? I suggest Sucops for diversity. It's Irritator. Yeah, it's Irritator. I think that's going to be in the game. It's about 1,100 kilograms, I think. I think that's the smallest Spinosaurus we have. So to get them out, the body needs to be 50% eaten / decayed. And then you hold Shift and G. You use Shift G to grab the special stuff, G to just grab normal meat chunks. They aren't working. I wouldn't be surprised actually if they're not working, since I just changed quite a bit. Look at everyone with their cool skins. I know, Islander. They're so cool. Prepare for a flashbang though, because I enjoy seeing them, and I don't want to have to look at the night vision right now. I know stream is delayed. I could probably tweak the settings, but I'm scared to, because it's actually working well. Will there be any more vids on the sneak peeks? I need to see the map. Yes, I think Islander is going to be filming some more content pretty soon to be putting out. You can bug him about that though if he's in chat. I think he's still in chat. How much will the game cost and release? Between 20 to 30 USD. Any chance of us adding Acrocanthosaurus? You can always put in a suggestion for it. Right now I'm pretty satisfied with how the roster's looking, so I'm not sure if there'll be too many big changes going on. But you're always welcome to put in a suggestion. Thank you for the donation, -1. And yes, you do need to be a QA tester to be in the map right now. They only have this for a limited time though. It'll eventually be shut down and put back just for devs while we test our own things. But they've been doing good with some bugs and stuff. And of course combat testing. I think, who was it? Pretzel, I'm calling you out only because you're my friend. I think he logged onto the server and then like instantly went over to somebody else and just started biting him. And it was hilarious. Oh, it was you, Toast. I thought it was Pretzel. I know you guys were both like on at the same time, and I thought he logged on. He attacked first, I promise. Oh. Yes, if two of you guys, or 2 or 3, heck, even 2 Aranos versus 2 Eocars would be fun to watch. I want to be able to watch it from a distance though, just to see what you guys do. It's good to be able to do it myself, but I'll be able to learn more on what other players are doing, because I'm going to play it the way I think it's supposed to be played, but you guys are going to end up playing it the way it's best played. That's one of the funny things while having testers and stuff is like, us as developers, we'll test the stuff maybe a couple things that it's not meant to be played as, but for the most part, we'll play the game and test it the way it's meant to be, and then everybody else is going to end up doing it the wrong way. Quote, quote, wrong way. How much bigger compared to Rex will Diplo be? If you're in the Discord, go to the #images channel, and there's a roster there. Actually, I could pull it up right now. Let me just pull it up. Hidden screen. Images. Yes, okay. Okay. Hopefully you can see it. In green here is Diplo, and in red here is Rex. So, about a meter difference height-wise, and then Diplo's 36 meters long, and Rex I believe is 12.34. And weight-wise, Rex is I think 9 tons and Diplo is 15. So almost double. Let it up for a little bit. I'll scroll through the entire roster. I can't zoom in any further, but there's little Nemicolopterists next to the horseshoe crab. And there's the fish I was talking about earlier that will be AI. Everything else, playable, AI, tamed. Very happy with this roster. It's Peru. Draco, where's Draco Venator? Packy and Draco Venator, they'll be coming as the next set. Arano, and then there'll be another species in this sector coming along with Draco and Packy. Haven't released what it is yet. And then, yes, the big 50-ton Meg. Our world border. Oh, you had 300 ping. Oh, that's not the right screen. There we go. Anyways. Oh, there's a dead body. If I bite you. Yes! So you can slowly see it's decaying away as I bite at it. And it would do the same if I... Ooh! Ooh. Little blood decal got on the neck. It's not supposed to happen, but it looks cool. A playable Meg would be amazing, but no. Unfortunately, it'll just be AI. Are you all fighting each other? Oh, good. I'm sure some of the QA are listening. Next time I put out a build, I'm going to add, well, I already have the console command added, that you guys will be able to see hitboxes as well to actually see if you're hitting each other, and I think that'll help you guys out a lot. And Arano's hitbox has already been increased, well, bite box. But they are actually playing it exactly the way I was simulating things, you know. 1 or 2 going at a time, try to mitigate getting hit. Now the Arano would probably want to run to the water, and that's where it's going to be best at. Hit sounds is another good thing to have, yes. I will see if we can get Soundrix, I think? Gosh, if I have the wrong person, I'm going to feel bad, but I'll ask her if she can get hit react sounds for the Arano done so that we can add those in as quick as possible. I think the Yoka already has them, I just have neglected adding them. The Meg is exactly why Rex can't go swimming to Human Island. I also need her to... Here, I'll show you. She did the Juby sound, she redid it, and then I changed how fast the Eokar attacks, and now the adult attack sound is just completely out of sync. It should do that. Like, you hear the extra sound, it's just cutting right off. Combat doesn't look too bad. I mean, It's not awful for just having bites and alt attacks. Turning feels unresponsive. Good feedback, good feedback. Rano died. I think I want to up the call distance. Okay, so they got a little bit. Oh. No, this bug is not coming back. I just saw my head twitching to the side. I had that bug like 2 years ago when I first was setting this up. You're not coming back anyways. Yeah. I need you guys to test more. Hits don't feel like they're hitting, yeah. Yeah. All good stuff. All good feedback. And things to check, of course. When do you think the next demo will be out? I can tell you exactly when it's going to be out. Actually, no, I can't. I don't make promises, but it's supposed to be out by the end of the year. But I don't want to make any promises on it, just in case, but it should be. It should be. I mean, okay, I'll switch to the tribals and show you guys. Tribals, it's in part because Sheikah has been redoing a lot of stuff, moving stuff from blueprints to C++, optimizing stuff, so they're not as ready. Oh, here's the new female tribal model, by the way. And this is my favorite thing. Gray hair, white hair, black hair, red hair. Like, only these two are correct. But I'm not going to question it. Do you have hair options? You do. You can be bald. What about the male? There's our male. Oh yeah, our male gets like 50-year-old bowler dad hair. You know what? Yeah, let's make you the bowler dad. A bowler dad ginger. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't think the inventory actually works right now. It's disabled. That and crafting is disabled, which is why I'm not playing as it. Just because he's working on it. Oh, they're fighting again. Dino and tribal interactions will be us like shooting at each other, taming each, or not taming each other. Attacking in combat is going to be probably the biggest thing. Like, dinosaurs are going to want to eat humans because they provide extra nutrients. And tribals are going to want to attack humans because if they kill off the adults, they'll be able to take the eggs better or easier. But also some of them might provide some rare like horns and spikes and stuff. But with the AI, humans will be doing a lot of taming of the dinosaurs. Humans have arc-related gameplay? I mean, I wouldn't say it's arc-related. I mean, it's any kind of survival game. You know, you got your survival stats, you go gather materials and stuff, you go craft, you build a home. Like, you know, there's tons of games like that. Ark, The Forest, Minecraft even. Like, it's not necessarily arc-related gameplay. It's just survival gameplay. Oh, I took a screenshot. I didn't know I could take screenshots still. I was trying to hide the HUD. I think that's been disabled. How do you tame? Two ways. You either steal AI juveniles, or you steal the eggs from players or AI, and then you hatch them. You cannot tame player dinosaurs, though. increasing the bite box and maybe speeding up the Arano's animation, because that was the other thing. It felt a little unresponsive when doing the alt attack, and he said the same thing about the turning, and I didn't have turning on Arano as well, so that's really limiting it. But I've already gotten some feedback from Pretzel today about the turning, and I think I'm going to do a few little tweaks, depending what everybody else says, of course. I will show the Peru model then. Probably 15-20 minutes or so. Oh, who turned on the lights? Who did it? My shiny bald head cannot be in the sun today. I don't have SPF 500. This is an unacceptable thing. Can you play this game without humans, only as dinosaurs? Yes, absolutely. That'll be a community server I'm 100% certain of. There goes one Eocar. Comes in Arano. How great is survival? For dinosaurs, it's easy if you know what you're doing. I think it'll be a little difficult. I think it'll be a learning curve that starts slow and then shoots up. Like once you understand, the basics, everything else makes a lot of sense. But it shouldn't be too difficult to survive. I mean, some species, it's more difficult than others. As soon as they're done fighting, I'll show you what I mean. Hairstyle is crazy. I know. This is the hairstyle I'm always going for. The 50-year-old bowler dad. Oh, one of the Aranos went down, and one of the Eocars went down. So yeah, what I'm thinking is, oh, bleed got him. Bleed got him. That's what I want. I want the bleed to get the Aranos. So that's good. I think I'm happy with the Eocar's bleed then. Because he did get my bleed down quite much when I 1v1'd him. Arano, I think, really just needs it shoved to knock them down and then do the alt attack. But for now, maybe what we'll do is we'll speed it up, maybe up the damage a little and the hitbox size. I'll have to take a look at Eocar's hitbox as well. What materials will we get on the Dial Island instead of the tribal one? I'm not quite sure. I know there'll be rarer materials there, and you'll be forced to go there to progress to the Copper Age and stuff. How many attacks do the dinosaurs have? They currently have their bite attack and then their alt attacks. Please consider tail attacks for herbivores. Maybe. We'll see. I know there's a couple tail attacks for like Anki and Stego and Diplo, but I don't know if anything else is really going to have any. How many attacks do the dinosaurs have? Every dinosaur has a bite. Every dinosaur has a directional attack, which you just saw there, the Arano's doing. And then they'll have two other abilities. So Arano, for example, has a shove and a broadcast ability that deals debuffs and various buffs to itself. Eocar has a grab ability and a triple bite that deals heavy bleed. How much quicker are these fights going to be when special abilities are in? I have no idea. Look at that, the Eocar's won. Yeah, I have no idea how much different they'll be. I'm gonna assume they'll be quicker, but at the same time, I do like the longer fights. I think that's important, and I think that's a good thing to have. Eocar is winning, though. Huh. I mean, I'm gonna guess it's partially because Arano's incomplete, partially because the Arano's hitbox is high and far away, so when you get close to it, you can't get hit, which I could add an offset in. Yeah. Need to do a few more simulations, though. Will there be a system like Beasts of Bermuda where you can grow multiple dinos on one server? You can grow a tribal, well, not grow a tribal, you can have a tribal character and you can have a dinosaur character. I don't think there's going to be multiples, but maybe it's a thing. Founders in chat, he will be able to answer that a little bit better. How do you suggest dinosaurs? If you don't have access to Discord, unfortunately, that's where we do a lot of our communication and stuff. Sorry, just looking at their chat real quick. Yeah, there's a suggestion box form in there that you can do stuff. But if you have them, you can tell me them now and I'll try to remember them. Ooh. Chica, if you're watching, look at those feet. It's giving... I just watched a video on a game where you have to control the guy's feet. It was by the Bennett Foddy guy, the guy that made that game, that climbing game. That amazingly awful but awesomely fun climbing game. He made a game where you're supposed to walk. I think it's called Baby Steps. It was a fun game to watch. Anyways. Yes, long fights, especially with bleeders. So with I'm just looking at their chat and watching them real quick. Yeah, I want you like right on top of each other because I think that's a big part of the issue. Yes. That. Now do the attack. See if it hits. I'm talking as if they'll hear me now, but it'll be like 2 minutes before they hear me. Yes, it's attached to the hands is where it is. But yes, bleeding. I've added something in I don't think there's in any other games, is you're capped at how much you can bleed, and it is per species. It's 0.5% of your max health. So an Eocar has 1800 hit points, and it can only bleed out 9 bleed a second. And what this means is, and you heal up in 2.5 minutes, that's another important factor. What it means is any bleeder will have to take, I believe, it's a minimum of like 7.5 minutes, a little bit more. It depends on what your movement is, but it's between like 6 and 7 minutes to bleed you out. Minimum, bare minimum, which I really like that was added because it's going to make all those bleed attacks longer. Like you're not going to get hit by a stego and then bleed out in 2 minutes. It's going to be you're hit by a stego, you're still going to be bleeding out. You're going to have to back off a little bit. Granted, that is going to make things a little bit more difficult for the bigger things, but if you're hit by a stego as a Utah, you're only going to... I know I said 6-7. As soon as I said it, I regretted it, but... Anyways. You'll be able to survive a stego hit as a Utah, or a Utah hit as a stego... No. A stego hit as a Utah. If it weren't to damage you fully, but it probably will do full damage and kill you anyways, but you won't bleed out by one. Look at all these bodies. This animation needs remade. Look at your eyes. I changed your eyes. You no longer have pink eye, and I'm happy. Are you eating? Or did my sounds not get fixed? Oh. I might need some hitboxes there. Yeah, this will be so much easier when we have that debug added. Good stuff. See, and this is stuff I can't actually really test that well in Editor because I don't have a friend in Editor. I'm all alone. Oh! Yeah, I think our tribal is almost 2 meters. and all the bodies disappear. Okay, so that's just a flat-out bug that needs fixed. Noted. Yeah, I think the tribal is between 1.8 and 2 meters. And I mean, everything, I mean... Iokar's at 2.2 meters tall. And Arano's at 3.5, maybe? I think it depends on... I think when he's 3.5 when he's standing on all fours. Yeah, the eating sound has not been fixed. Oh, and I grew myself before the game had time to set my stats. Close and far works, and I'm wondering if it has to do with some of the timings of the hitboxes as well. Because I had noticed in Editor that there was a very, very slight variation in the hitboxes. Very, very slight. So I'm wondering if there's some ping and latency issues going on as well that need dealt with. 50 damage. Doesn't sound... well, no. It should be 120 per swing and you do 2 swings. Left mouse button 50 actually sounds correct though. I didn't see that. 102 on all LMB might be correct actually because it's... damage is tied to all your stats as well, I should mention. So if you have low stats, you're going to deal less damage. So if you're, you know, that... and the main premise is that is it encourages less fights. And that if you, after you deal damage and have a fight... I can't look at their chat while doing this. I get so distracted. After you have a fight, you should heal up before going into another one. Wasn't Dinosaur Suggestion a Patreon perk where they could selectively decide one? Yes. The adults here and above. Oh, I'm seeing footprints disappear. Yes. Sorry. Squirrel. What kind of weapons will tribals be able to obtain? Bows, crossbows, spears, swords, hatchets, bolas maybe? I think. And how long will it take to grow a dinosaur like Eokar? 180 minutes, I think. Base time. Now that gets about 45% faster once you, if you have a perfect nutrients. And what else? Oh, you can start from Juvie. Home Plus and Numpad 3. See, I can't do that. I don't got a numpad. If you hit T, you get to see a lot of debug stuff. Will diets, temperature, and hygiene affect humans too? Possibly. I think there's going to be a different diet system for humans. And T does nothing for you. Maybe it's just dev only. Temperature and hygiene as well, I think. It's going to be the similar but different. Similar but different. Maybe it is a dev-only thing. I don't know my own game, I guess. You can get mutations for growing. Not mutations, so we're calling them evolutions. But they work similar to a perk system in that if you are doing well on something and you are completing a lot of quests and stuff, and I say quests, they're going to be hidden. There's not like in a game like Path of Titans where you can... Hold on. There's a little fetus. Anyways. It won't be like Path of Titans type quests and stuff. It'll be hidden stuff like, you know, bleed out 5 species, and then you'll get a bleeder buff or something, mutate or evolution. And then you'll apply those evolutions in your next life. And I think... Can I please type? I can't type. Back. Okay. So I'm going to switch over to the editor now. If I hit Alt F4 to log out quickly, is that gonna... I'm not risking it. I don't want to actually end stream. Okay. Will earned evolutions be saved per account or per server? Server. Per server. So if you're on, say, Islander's semi-realism server, your evolutions that you earn on your Rex there will not transfer over to official NA1. Oh, player 0, you figured out the debug stuff. Good. Good. Thank you, Islander. Okay. I should probably mute my Discord and stuff, but whatever. Initializing, it's just loading up. Stumbled across this project a couple days ago, looks really good. Yeah, I mean, we've been working on this about 2 years now, a little over. And I mean, if you look back at what we did at the start and compare it to now, like, it's an entirely different game now, you know, entirely new assets. We've got, you know, 30 developers, both part-time, some of them are working full-time, working on this project, and it started out with only a handful of us. You know, Islander, Sadek, Minnie, me. Oh, there was somebody else. I know there was somebody else on here. Who was it? I don't remember. I mean, there were people that aren't working with us anymore that were there as well, but that have left the project. But yeah, it only started with a handful. We have some kind of list of each evolution you have earned to each dino before you log into each server. Like, you don't have to remember if you have 5 evolutions for Eocar and EU1 or 2, etc. I'm not sure. I mean, that's definitely a handy quality of life feature, and I'd like to apply something like that. Are your earned evolutions permanent? In your next life, are you limited on what evolutions you can equip, or will you get them all? So you will be able to earn pretty much as many as you'd like in your life. As you can, I should say. It's capped at, it's dependent on the rarity of the evolutions. Like, common ones, you're capped at 5. Then you have, like, your mutation evolutions that do a little bit more, and you're capped at 2 of those. And then you have the genovariant variations, and those you only get 1 of those. So you're capped at that in that sense that you can only earn that many. And then you can apply, I think, usually about, I think it's 5 or 6 of them in a playthrough. they are not permanent. So if you have your lone wolf and you only have one of those and you use it, one, you can't earn another lone wolf if you have it equipped, but you'll have to wait until your next playthrough after you've equipped it to earn another one. So they're not permanent. Half drunk toast? Ah, it's Agent Texas toast. Okay, so what did I want to show off first? I guess I can, for those QA people that are here, I maybe should have turned off global illumination for doing this. Oops. It's fine. Please don't crash on me. It might. Oh well. What are all the Tyrannosaurs in the game? There's Tyrannosaurus Rex, and I think that's it. I think that's it. Pretzel's here. Please don't crash. Oh good, it didn't crash. It's just a little angry, because last time I streamed, I had it opened and testing stuff before starting, so it's loading everything all at once now. Okay. Okay, so the little debug thing you guys are going to get then is debug... No, show debug. Damage traces 1, and if I do that, yes, it'll show up your little hitboxes there. And if I switch over to Arano, I can show you what those looked like. I know, every time it freezes, I get scared. Basic loading stuff. Yeah. So, like, Arano does have a substantial hitbox right now. Like, it should have been, but it's not. You can see it's not hitting right under the belly, so it might be missing, actually, if you're close there. But at medium range, you should have been getting hit and stuff, and it goes down and up. And it's only hitting pawns and stuff. Am I more than 10 meters? I might be. Ignore the sound bugginess. Yeah, it should only hit the pawns. Granted, these guys are invincible, but we'll see once we have that stuff. Anyway, sounds. Because that's going to bug me if I let this stay here the entire time. After this, we can do... Ooh, come here. I know what I'll do then. You are good. I want you doubled. You guys put up to, ooh, not that high. And these ones need. I hope. Cheek and I are messing with the sounds today. You think you were getting hit? Yeah. It's... Especially because Eokar has average damage. Sorry, let me read what was said. I think we are getting hit, just those 50 and 100 damages aren't that hurting. Yeah. Like the Eokar does 110 damage, but it's against a 3200 health creature, so it takes 30 hits to actually do anything. We'll kill it. And Arano, when it bites, it only does 50 against an 1800 kilogram thing, so it's taking 36 bites to kill it if it's biting. Now if it's doing its swingy things, it should kill it faster, but we'll see. Anyways, somebody had asked about textures earlier. an islander was praising how good the textures were, so let's go look at those. And somebody was asking about skins and stuff, and that is something I did think about doing. Okay. So you guys have seen this one quite extensively. This is the new beautiful texturing that we've gotten. You can ignore that error there. It's a lie. But these are the new beautiful textures, and then Dryo has them. I mean, just look at this thing. Like, I love how much the normal and roughness like changes have died. Like, it just, well, that's a little awkward for the shadowing, but the rest of it, like, it just, do I have? Yeah, I have high, good. It just looks incredible to me. And where's Eokar? Yeah. And Eokar as well, like, I'm very, very happy with how this stuff is coming out now. Pop you back up here. You guys get a secret. Not really, I think you've already seen it before, but we're gonna say it's a secret. As long as it's available for me to use. Textures? Yes, it is. I just had the naming wrong. Oh, and I'm also trying to change the mesh and not the texture. Bear with. Too much. Okay. It's ready. Oh, TZ, don't go just yet. He has one of his new patterns. And it is absolutely gorgeous looking. And we can change the skins and everything. So which is the male highlights? I gotta remember. Is this one? No, it's not that one. Is it this one? I don't think it's that one either. It's not as obvious on this skin, unfortunately, where it is. But it's here somewhere. Peru, if you really want to see Peru, you can, but it's kind of not ready. He doesn't really have good male highlights now that I realize, but I mean, Peru, here. This is what I have of Peru. It's a temporary skeletal mesh that I think you've seen before. It has no textures, it's not finished, it's broken. Put those teeth up in its mouth, actually. Take those ones and put them up in the mouth. Or just get rid of, yeah, just get rid of them. It's not ready at all. I mean, should be soon. Once Rar gets that texture done, he'll throw it over to me with the model. But like, this was thrown in here for size comparisons and stuff. But it's he's not ready yet. You know what I want to do? I want to make one of these. I want to make it bluish though, because I'm a sucker for bluish colored skins. It's not very good, is it? And this one, I think. I'd love me some good blue skins. This one isn't that good. That's atrocious. That's absolutely atrocious. This is why I don't decide the colors. It's just too dark. Oh, and is it? I mean, I'd still play as it, but it's not good. That's better. What engine is running on? UL 5. Or, I read y'all. UE5. 5.4, I think it is the engine we're on right now. It's just too saturated is all. Look at that. Get behind it. I love red eyes on that. That reminds me of a one concept skin we had. It had red in it somewhere. It doesn't look good at all. Anyways, we're gonna keep that there because I'm happy with that. Actually, does that apply an engine? Which shouldn't, but if I can run around as it, I would love to. No, because I'm a Rhino. Oops. What else was I supposed to show you guys? This is why we need to ask the engine questions when I'm in engine. For skins, and then when to do the damage stuff. I can't remember. Is there anything you guys want to see though? I guess that's a good place to start. Good, my hitbox. Yeah, you see, just a slight difference every time I bite. But I think that has to do with actually where the one thing is. Oh no, that's still off. Size up Pirano to Spino size? Okay, how long is Spino again? 15 meters? I don't think you do want me to do that because it's going to look massive. Yeah, it's 15 meters. Okay. You're the boss, Islander. Whatever you say. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.2. Start there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. A smidge bigger. Probably about around there. No, I'm off. I have to be off. There's no way. No, there's no way. I can't use the Arano. I'm not using Arano. Its proportions are off. I will use Eokar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a half. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. A little bit more. Say right about there. Roughly? Yes, that looks better proportion-wise. I mean, it's still freaking gonna be massive. Again, it's gonna be really off though because we don't have something that looks like a Spino. Like, Eokar's legs are longer. Like, it'll be better if I were to do a Rex size. Which should be right about there. Oh no, it's a little bit bigger. Yeah, right about there is what Rex would be then. But again, like, it's difficult to tell because of its awful proportions. Scale twice as big. What would... So now we're having fun. This is the wonderful, wonderful thing about being a game developer is I can just be like, yeah, I'm gonna have some fun now. Scale. 2. Not all the time though. Just when we're on stream, we're having a little bit of fun, or we're in our off time. Get to have a little bit of fun. Are you gonna play nice? So this is roughly what it would be like to play as a Rex. But this size. I like that. It looks awful, but gives you a good idea, Islander. Anyway, scale you back down, buddy. And the human, I'm getting rid of the human finally. We have a new human, that's better. Okay. Basically Giga, yeah. I think Giga is a little bit smaller. No! It's a little bit bigger, it's 14 meters long. Yeah. Anything else though? Cause it's 7:30 and I'm getting ready. I gotta go do some other things before heading to bed then. I have to go fix those bugs hopefully by this next week, the end of next week. That and a few other things. Do we have anything else fancy? We have the shrooms. Did I already? Yeah, I showed you guys the shrooms. Can't wait to see what we do with Mipe. Mipe's gonna be really fun. It's gonna have like reverse night vision. So during the day, you're gonna be kind of blind, and at night, you're gonna be able to see everything. And you'll also have like a almost like a clicker ability. So you'll be able to sense there's dinosaurs around you. Hello, I really like the textures and details in dinosaurs. I know, they are absolutely fantastic. Really impressed with how the modeling department has done. All raw. Nope. Tribal. Okay. That'll be fun. What's great is, oh no, Giga kind of has smaller claws, doesn't it? Still though, that'll be fun. Alright, I think I'm gonna head off now. I think had a good Q&A session. What did we do? We had a Q&A session, we did some combat testing, we figured out that Arano's a little weak, so we need to bump that damage up a little bit. Probably maybe adjust the hitboxes because things aren't hitting, it seems, so maybe some latency issues. Still have some issues with the sounds and the eating sounds and then the headphone perception, or whatever it's called. We'll work on it though. And I think that was it for bugs. There were, oh, and the visible bodies. We found those, and then we came and looked at the skins and stuff. Yeah. It was a good stream, yeah. I definitely enjoyed the combat. I need to do that at least once a month, have QA go and do combat for us. Because that's exciting to watch. Especially, like, as we're implementing new dinosaurs and stuff, like, I would love to just stream those kind of combat sessions with them. Because I need that anyways, like, using a computer to simulate everything is not going to come out as well as humans doing it. Like, they proved that just now, like, everything on paper can look perfect, but they're gonna end up being humans, which is amazing, because it's what I needed. But yeah. Combat is definitely fun. Alright, I'm gonna head off. I will see you guys next week, hopefully. As long as we don't have any perforce issues again. And I'll be in the Discord, of course, so